what I'm going to show you now will save your business from certain destruction. So many companies fail in the first few years of their lives, and what I want to share with you today will really make a difference between your company surviving and thriving or just falling apart. So there you are, trying to grow your business, and you want to convert the income from your business into passive income, and you hit your first snag. You can no longer do everything by yourself. You need to start employing staff, hiring staff, and so on. And trust me, if there are 100 ways to skin the proverbial cat, your staff will find the 101st way, and it's not necessarily the best way. And while that might sound like innovation and exciting, the problem is it'll spell disaster for your clients, because every time they deal with you, they have a different customer experience. They experience different systems, different productivity levels, and you'll start losing the clients that you worked so hard to get. So I'm Neil Vorster from Organic Growth. I'm a wealth creation coach and a businessman, and I'm hoping to share something with you today that will really save your business. One of the challenges of building a business and employing staff lies in getting your staff to do things the way you want them done. And the problem is, how do you do this? So before I go on into that, I just want to remind you that in the last 2 days I've done similar videos where I've shared some of the secrets that I've learned in business, all with a view to increasing your personal and your company productivity and your cash flow, so that you can eventually turn that cash flow into passive income and retire one day, have an exit plan. And the links to those 2 videos are below. You'll pick them up. I'll put them up straight after this video. Okay, so moving on. A few years later, after a very expensive visit to the CCMA, I was really motivated to listen to what Warren Horak had to say to me about systemisation. And my particular problem has probably played out in thousands of businesses throughout the country. You start your business, you're all about product. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate that, guys. There's probably some businessmen out there saying, yep, I've had that problem too. When you start your business, you're all about your product and your customer service. And you tend to neglect things like labor policies and your procedures, your standard procedures, which don't immediately add to your bottom line. Or do they? Because they actually do. They make a massive difference. So that brings me to secret number 3, and that's systemization or systematization, depending on how you want to say it. In growing a business, you have to effectively multiply yourself by hiring extra staff to attend to these extra sales and this extra productivity. So you built a business and you found the proven ways of doing these things, and you can't have every staff member just doing their own thing. They're trying to reinvent the wheel and doing things their own way. For example, I found myself with a real problem employee who very sweet, but she insisted on doing things her way, and she just would not do things the company way, the way we'd learned to do them. And I had a real problem with how to deal with her. So firstly, my company had no written disciplinary code. So I thought, no problem, I'll write one. So then I had another problem, is that I had no written standardized company procedures. So how do you discipline somebody for not following procedure if you haven't written down the procedure? The procedure was all in my head. So I knew what had to be done. I personally trained my staff. However, it's really difficult to find a staff member guilty of trespassing procedures or transgressing your procedures when actually they're not done on paper. So essentially what I needed to do is I had to document the why I do business the way we do it and how we do it. And when I started that, the benefits started to show immediately. They started to show in increased customer service levels. My profitability started to move up through the roof, and my whole company in terms of professionalism just took a step to the next level. And staff members who were intent on doing things their own way, some of them through laziness, some through just pig-headedness, but those guys were really exposed very quickly. And within months of completing my company standard procedures, we call them SOPs, we survived unscathed from a very committed attack from a staff member. We had a staff member who knew his way around the halls of the CCMA, and things started to not go his own way anymore because he couldn't do his own thing anymore, and he set about trying to actually entrap me. and he wanted to take this whole thing to the CCMA and claim up to 24 months worth of salary. Now, I don't know about your business, but my business can't survive an extra 24 month salary somewhere. And there, as I've said before, there are two different types of companies out there: people who've experienced the CCMA and lost money there, and those who are still yet to experience the CCMA and lost money there. But fortunately, I'd taken Warren's advice, and I had my disciplinary code was ironclad, or certainly it was sufficient for the job, and this guy could just get nowhere, because I knew what the procedures were, and I followed them, and they were all written down, and we survived quite easily. So if you're running a business, and what I've said rings true, then I highly recommend you connect with Warren and find out what he's got to say about this, and really, I know he can help you. He's helped me tremendously, and he's running a free webinar tonight. The webinar's tonight. I know all week I've been saying it's this week sometime. The webinar's tonight at 8 p.m. and it's a free webinar. Warren's asked me to join him on the webinar, so I'll see you there. Register below. And this is just a point on load shedding. I know some of you might be concerned that they might not be able to watch tonight because you may be getting shed. If you've registered, go ahead and register now, and if you've registered and you miss it for whatever reason, there will be a replay available to you. So go ahead and register. And my last point on this load shedding and so forth that we're going through in South Africa is that at a time like this, you cannot afford to be sloppy. We just need to be sharper, and getting your systems right is part of that being sharp. So join Warren tonight, join Warren and I tonight, and he'll show you how to get really sharp, and so that you can get your service levels up, increase your productivity, increase your cash flow, with a view to retiring one day. So thanks for watching, and please, if you found this video useful, please share it on Facebook, share it with your friends, anybody you think might benefit. So thanks very much, and I'll see you tonight.